Hello folks, Danoby2 here. Look, last Black Friday I scored a good deal on the Hot Wheels Cybertruck RC. And look, it is a fun toy. It really is. I started experimenting with it, starting putting my GoPro on it just to kind of get that first-person perspective view to see what it would look like. What a GoPro, from portrait to landscape, just what possible angles, what type of footage could I score with this? And then look, I love NASA, right? I'm a big NASA fan. I got a somewhat of a decent little NASA shrine, and I started thinking, what if Cybertruck got infused with a little bit of ex-NASA tech, huh? I mean, is it possible? Well, I'd like to think so. I mean, why not? Right? Who's to say Elon Musk wouldn't send the Cybertruck out to Mars, right? First thing is first, we got to strip this bad boy down. And I got to say, though, it's a sign that when you remove the top part off, it looks like a lunar rover. So if the Cybertruck is traveling all the way to Mars, right, it's going to need gold reflective tint. And look, I'm not going to send the Cybertruck all the way to Mars with the stainless steel. We're going to have to incorporate some of that NASA standard issue coloring, right? Let's use some white matte paint and that reflective gold metallic finish from Rust-Oleum and give it a little bit of a couple coats. I gave it about a couple coats. Now, while I was waiting for that to dry, the cargo portion here, I think, probably became the most interesting and the most challenging for me in this little experiment type kit bash, because what could I incorporate, right? What could I put? So I started looking for parts, and I found some Christmas ornaments, some clear Christmas ornaments. I thought, hey, these would make really good air tanks. Found some printed out solar cells. Well, maybe I can incorporate some solar technology into the Cybertruck. Found an action figure. Hey, we're going to need an astronaut, which I ended up not using anyway. Then I thought, hey, how about a lunar probe? Well, a Mars probe, right? Then it just was too heavy, just way too heavy. So anyway, went back, took the air canisters, and I spray painted it. And I'm like, oh, it's starting to look really cool. The air tanks, CO2 tanks, all of the oxygen tanks, it would be wrapped in gold foil to help reflect the heat, kind of like what you would see in a service module or in the command module that went to the moon. Hell, I even thought about trying to incorporate Mr. Fusion in this little project. I'm like, I don't know, this is not gonna, just for shits and giggles. But I didn't really want to damage this Mr. Fusion here. Then I found a service panel that came with my DID corpse figures, my astronaut figures. And I thought, well, maybe I can just give it a covering. So put all that aside, and I gotta say, the final coat, dynamite. I wanted black highlights, so I did mask parts of it where I wanted the black accents to show up. For $5 on Amazon, you can find some really nifty NASA stickers. And I thought, well, look, if it's going to go all the way to Mars, it's going to need the badge, right? Mars, tickets, and like the NASA logo. I'm like, this is for $5, and it arrived the following day. And to me, the badge and the artwork really helps sell the deal. Now, going back to the solar cell, I don't know if Elon would use a big giant solar cell on the roof. I made it anyway. I don't know if I'm going to use it. I mean, this thing is going to be nuclear, right? We're not going to go green on the surface of Mars. Last but not least, everything's been assembled. And I got to say, the final outcome came out pretty cool. The stickers are having trouble sticking on, though. So I ended up going back after the video and added more glue to it, because the stickers just weren't holding up. They just weren't sticking to the matte paint. I don't know if because I didn't let the paint dry enough, or if the stickers are just plain cheap. So all that being said, looks good. Let's go to Mars. Now, this is inspiration. My thought is that if you're going to send a Cybertruck to Mars, it's going to land via rocket propulsion, right? Same way as the probes that have been sent to Mars. And I gotta say, having these outdoor shots out here over at Red Rock Canyon came out pretty cool. All the testing, and I had the solar panel on there. I ended up just taking it off. I'm like, no, this is ridiculous. This is going to be a rugged, all-terrain Mars rover that is there for exploration and to kick ass. So this Cybertruck, this Mattel Cybertruck, is not four-wheel drive. So my experiment proved to be inconclusive, I guess, because it's really hard. I mean, it wouldn't make sense to send a Cybertruck all the way to Mars and only have rear-wheel drive. It would have to be all-wheel drive. And fortunately, the Mattel Cybertruck here it did struggle. Even though it was kind of cool going through the alien landscape, doubling for Mars, of course. Overall, though, this was a lot of fun. I wasn't sure what these images were going to look like. It's hard to strap a GoPro to the back of a Cybertruck and see how it would perform. But I gotta say, some of these shots came out pretty stellar. Can you imagine? I could see Elon Musk sending a Cybertruck all the way up to Mars. Why not? Why not? I mean, yeah, it'd be more of a PR stunt, but the Cybertruck would be electric. It's not like it'd be an internal combustion engine type. It'd be completely battery. I guess you can still probably incorporate solar cells to recharge it. Maybe have like an off-grid solar charging station. That way, as the Cybertruck is on patrol and it starts to run out of energy, you can just plug in, right? It's not like it needs an atmosphere. Though Mars does have an atmosphere, a very small one, to say the least. I don't know how this. Can you imagine? I mean, it's not like if the Cybertruck was actually going, oh, this is cool. If it actually went to Mars, if it would, if the actual astronauts would beat the shit out of it. I would imagine they would. This shot here was pretty cool. Kind of sped it up here as it's hitting the pool of water. Hey, oh, little bonus there. I did bring my Mandalorian swoop bike. I was just kind of curious to see if I can get some first person's perspective, and shit, this was kind of fun too. So this is a little bonus for the video. If you made it this far, you get to see the Mandalorian swoop bike cut through the landscape of Tatooine. So this was fun. This was a little fun video of mine here. Hope you enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, leave your comments below. This came out a lot better than I intended. Thank you.